morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are listening, folks. So I'm really excited, to be here with you today. And this is our second edition of Bootcamp. It's a 2 days of event with full of learning and networking, especially on Dynamics 365, customer engagement, finance and operation app, as well as Power Platform. One of the thing, that I must say here that this is what I can say a community vibe is back. We have spent quite a good amount of time virtually, and I think this time it is going to be really a fun for next 2 days. And that was one of the goal that we had in our mind when we started designing the bootcamp, especially for those folks who are newcomers or newbies, and especially experienced folks. So if you look at the agenda today, we have plenty of sessions lined up. Our keynote speaker, Swami Narayan, he's going to join 9:15. He's going to talk about delivering the customer design and the success by design framework, how we can leverage the customer design framework, especially in the area of customer engagement, as well as the finance and operation app. So, I really love the passion and together we are here again and learning together again and trying to share your thought process and knowledge with everyone. So with that, let me just quickly move on to next slide. So those who are joined today by looking at the agenda that we shared across our social platform. So I think we exist in the community.dynamics.com as a user group. And for those not aware of what is a user group. So user group is a platform that has been managed and organized by Microsoft, mainly focus to share the learning and try to capture all the aspects of implementation, support, whatever the case may be, or individual learning. So if you navigate to community.dynamics.com and there is a further read down as a user group, you will find a user group called Mumbai, India, Dynamics 365 and Power Platform Community. You might be wondering why Mumbai, India, because the concept of user group exists only on the context of location. So you may have a multiple location in a one country. So please feel free to navigate to a specific location of user group so that you can reach out to a respective group leader. I do encourage you to join our group in the community.dynamics.com as well as in the LinkedIn page and Facebook as well. We'll try to share the links as well as we go further. So quickly look at the day one agenda. So in the day one agenda, we have two slots. One is the morning and the afternoon and evening. In the morning, we will kick off the this year boot camp with our keynote speaker, Swami Narayan. Swami is going to talk about success by design stories and how can we leverage and understand the success by design more in detail, because as you see in a big transformation program, success by design is the well-known and the proven framework which everybody, customers and partners loves a lot, and they also try to leverage. Followed by the Rakesh Kumar sessions predominantly focusing on Power Apps and the finance and apps integrations, where we will try to see how to create the purchase requisitions in Power Apps and see how it reflects in the finance and operation, predominantly in the area where the cross-app application capabilities are required. Then we will also try to see from Jigar, who is well known in the area of community. He a lot of sessions in the colleges and the other areas of learning platforms. So he's going to share his learning on the Power BI sites, where especially me, I'm very excited about that session because this is a new area for me for Power BI, though it is a different versions of desktop and online, but how can we leverage the business intelligence as a tool as a Power BI? Then we have a Nitin, where Nitin is going to focus more on the production order processing via mobile warehouse. I think many of you probably are wearing, maybe utilizing their the aspect of mobile warehouse app in your implementation. But one of the core use case which Nitin has learned over a period of time, he's going to share in this particular area of production order processing. Then we have a session lineup from Srinath, where Srinath is going to talk about Azure DevOps for Power Platform. As those folks are basically from the Power Platform side, managed code and unmanaged code. Basically, Srinath is going to focus more on that Azure DevOps side. Then in the afternoon, we will kick off the session again, where Microsoft R&D lead from Power Platform side, Ilya. He's going to focus more on the how to build the efficient apps and the business processes. I think many of you are aware the process mining is one of the core aspect in the Power Automates and the Power Platform side, and Ilya is going to simplify that understanding for all of us. Then we have Andre. Andre is going to talk about more on the global address book. I think those folks comes from a FNO or Dynamics AX background probably would aware of the global address book. But the global address books day by day it is going to be more rich and rich whenever there is a need of the cross app capability. So Andre is going to focus more on that. What is the use of the global address book and how can it help you into your specific area? Then we have Adria. Adria is famous in the community. He writes a lot of blogs and the community sessions across the globe. His specialization in the area of the technical area of the FNO. He's going to focus more on the integration with the Dynamics 365 FNO and how and what to do. So he's going to share his tips and tricks in the area of integration with FNO. So I think I would encourage you to not to miss these sessions in the afternoon. You are really going to learn something, and it is a chance for you to ask the questions to all of you, right? So it is an opportunity for everyone to learn from this, the community leaders. Then we have Fateh. Fateh is going to focus more on the X++ development side. I know those folks from joining from technical background of X++. Often we have seen how can we expedite the process of, the tips and tricks he's going to share in the X++ development side. And then we'll close the day one with the Azure DevOps boards for project managers, right? So day by day, we are saying the Azure DevOps is a tool is going to use, and in fact, we are using day and day out for the implementation work. So Vinay Komi is going to help us to understand how can we leverage the Azure DevOps board for project managers. And then we will have a quick 15 to 20 minutes of Q&A, as well as the some sort of games focus on the area of the area on the respect to learning that we had in the entire day, where one of our organizers, Shabir, is going to help us in that area. There will be a few questions and online platform, and you need to enable that platform and give the answers to those questions. And towards the end of day two, we will announce the winner of day one and day two, and then we'll figure out how to go further on that. Moving on to next slide, as we have a couple of minutes left. I think Swami is going to join. Not sure whether he has joined or not. Let me just quickly check. I think Swami is there. Okay, so let me just quickly wrap it up in 2 minutes, and then we'll focus more on the other aspects. Hi, Swami. Okay, so in day two, it's a so in a day two, it's a full of functional and technical combination of both, where we will start a discussion with Andrew is order delivery aspects, 5 forms in 5 minutes, and then we'll focus on the Power BI cost accounting. There is a one little bit change where Parag was supposed to focus on the Power BI integration, but due to some challenges on the technical aspects, he communicated to us last night, and Ramit is going to help us. Really appreciate your time and effort, Ramit. Ramit is going to help us on the advanced bank reconciliation aspects, right? And then in the afternoon, we have a bunch of good session lineup, especially Gil Walker and Lippy going to focus more on the leveling of the business transformation, which is a core area nowadays in terms of the digital transformation. So that is one of the best session is going to be happen from Lippy and Gil. And then towards the end, we have a Saurabh and the Rupesh, who is going to help us on the cost accounting and learn and credit collection management. So with that, I'll take a pause, and let me just quickly introduce our keynote speaker, Swami Narayan, and then we'll quickly start a discussion.